It's almost like, okay, I can't eat super restrictively anymore. Maybe I am getting to that point in my healing, or just there's some other outlying factor being like, okay, well, we can't restrict our food anymore, but we're going to hyperfixate on how we're working out and to make up for or earn back those calories that we're now eating like a healthy person or a normal person would. And so I think with that, there's twofold of restricting like your food intake, but there's also like that makeup in activity, if that makes sense, or
Yeah,
working out.
for sure. I mean, that is, I mean, for sure. I feel like so many people that listen to this, I'm going to go on a limb and assume that they had that experience of being an overeater, binging, or wanting to lose weight and immediately going to that negotiation place with themselves, going on a diet. I mean, it's like an obvious pathway, right? Like you try to get control of your food, and so you find a system that gives you the blueprint to get control of your food that seems like disciplined and good and allows you to feel safe and secure that you have a plan. And then because we're human beings and we have lives usually, and we can't just, we're not athletes that are like, our lives are literally constructed around our performance and getting a performance. So, right. So, like with athletes, they literally eat, practice, sleep, recover, repeat, right? Their food is function. They're measuring it. It's a hyper focus because it's for function, it's for performance. And so the behavior of that quote unquote obsession, hyper focus on food is in service of the fact that they're basically a machine for performance, right? That is their life. They're not trying to get control over their weight. They're trying to basically optimize their performance. They're optimizing their body for performance. And that is a completely different thing. However, some of the behaviors are similar, which is hyper focusing on your food, measuring, macro counting, making sure that all these things are aligned. Whereas a regular person, and we've touched on this before, but like a regular person, if they're being really honest with themselves, they are adhering to a plan like that for control over their weight. And most regular humans, to go back a couple of minutes when I just went off on the tandem about the athletes, are going to fall off that plan because there's no goal. Like an athlete who wants to be an elite performer, and even athletes that want to be elite performers fall off the goal
Mm.
because it's hard to do it. And so a regular human is going to fall off the goal. But when it's in service of controlling your weight and there's so much emotional and self-worth stuff involved, us as humans immediately try to, and this is our brain always does this, we survive to get to the goal. And so we'll find another avenue, right? It's just the way that the body is wired to survive. So if we fall off the goal of the macro counting, we're going to be like, oh, but if I over exercise, but you know what, so then we're very smart. Our brains are very smart. So it's, oh, if I have 2,000 calories a day, I've eaten 2,500 calories a day, I'm going to burn and over exercise. And it becomes this constant battle and negotiation with yourself, and consistently measuring yourself up to some sort of ideal standard, and every day being like, am I still good? Am I still good? Am I still doing this right? Am I still, oh my god, phew, okay, yes, okay, I'm still the same weight. Oh my god, my body is still thin. Oh my god, okay, if I pinch myself here on my belly, it's still not more fat, right? So you're constantly measuring yourself all the time. And that is extremely obsessive, unhealthy, and takes over your life the same way that blacking out and numbing and binging with food does.